And a good Saturday night. Welcome to our broadcast of high school boys basketball on yourliveevent.com. Joel Morgan, Jacob Tenson with me out here in Lisbon as the Lisbon Broncos are getting ready to play the LaMoure-Litchville-Marion Lobos in a non-region, non-district matchup for these two teams. LaMoure-Litchville-Marion comes into this contest with a 2-0 record, 2 wins to start the season, a victory over Sargent Central, a victory over Wyndmere-Lidgerwood. Well, the Lisbon Broncos start this year 0-1. They were in action last night in a tall order against a ranked Enderlin Eagles team, a regional matchup. They lost that one 79-49 against their rivals, so they come into this game with a tough loss and no wins on their season. Jacob, early season right now. Lisbon has not found a win. They had a tough opponent last night. They got to turn around and play again tonight. Uh, how do you overcome that with a tough loss and then a quick turnaround?
I mean, just kind of gotta put that in the past. Just get going. Focus on this game. Lower Marion should be, or Lower Litchfield Marion should be a little bit more of a better opponent for them to face off compared to Enderlin.
So let's get our starting lineups for tonight's matchup for the Lisbon Broncos. It will be a junior number 2, Rodney Olson, a junior guard number 10, Caden Sweet, a senior guard number 22, Parker Runk, a senior forward number 32, Robert Adam, and a junior center number 44, Caleb Olson. Kim Mark, the head coach for the Lisbon Broncos. For the LaMoure-Litchville-Marion Lobos, it will be a 5'11 junior number 3, Charlie Bowman, a 6'2 junior number 10, Corbin Potts, a 6'1 sophomore number 23, Colton Ness. Anthony Hansen's a 6'4 sophomore number 25, and Landon Peel, a 6'2 junior number 34. Darren Thielgis, the head coach of the LaMoure-Litchville-Marion Lobos. Lisbon last season finished 8-13 and exit in the first round of the playoffs against Tri-State. For LaMoure-Litchville-Marion, a 12-11 season. They made it to the Region 3 tournament, a loss to Strasburg Zeeland 69-51 to start their year. Both teams are out on the court. We're ready to go, and the opening tip is won back by the Lisbon Broncos. The home team will get the first touch to start things off here tonight in this non-region matchup, a Saturday night matchup, something not super typical in basketball, Class B basketball in the state. Ball works short left corner, 3 airballed off the hands of Lisbon's Parker Runk, and it's picked up by LaMoure-Litchville-Marion, and it's brought to the near wing into the hands of Potts. Worked around, Potts left wing, fakes inside, tries to drive, no room. We'll put it to Charlie Bowman. 30 seconds into the start of this game, no score. The Lobos and the Broncos here, event.com. Jumper on the way, that comes through. Nothing but net for Corbin Potts, and Potts will open scoring. LaMoure-Litchville-Marion takes an early 2-0 lead here against the Lisbon Broncos. And the Broncos will bring the ball up court. It is Sweet. Comes to the left corner to Adams. Back to Sweet. Between the circles to the right wing, Olson. Broncos one shot so far in this game. It was an air ball as it works to the left corner. Long jumper off the iron for Adams, and the rebound comes to the Lobos.
It looks like the Lobos want to push it up the court as they throw it away right there, but they seem like they want to get down the court real fast.
Yeah, LaMoure-Litchville-Marion, a team that looks like they're built for speed, and Lisbon maybe a team kind of trying to feel that out right now. Full court defense put on by the Lobos. Lisbon Broncos with control of the basketball. Caden Sweet between the circles. He is guarded by Anthony Hansen to the other end of the court, to the top of the key to Adams. Adams feeds baseline, runner in for Parker Runk, and it's 2 for Lisbon, and we are tied at 2-2 here in the first quarter. 6:20 and counting to go here in quarter.
Away pretty early in the shot clock here. Maybe you want to take a little bit more time with this possession.
Lisbon will set it in motion. It comes to the post to Adams. He's double teamed. Goes to the left corner into the hands of Runk and set back to the top of the key to Caleb Olson. 13 on the shot clock. Long shot on the way. That will skip off the iron. Charlie Bowman picks it up for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. The Lobos will bring the ball up courts. Comes into the near corner. Hansen a feed. Nothing happening. Set back in motion. Shot clock at 22 seconds for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. Bowman on the other side, trying to feed to the corner, miscommunication. Ball is recovered by Peel for the Lobos. To the top of the key, Potts. Inside of 10 seconds on the shot clock. Good defense by Lisbon, and it's fed inbounds. Potts missed the shot. He draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
It seems like the Lobos, like I said earlier, they want to be aggressive. They're getting to the, or well, I guess it was on the floor, but getting fouls called, and they've been pushing up the tempo real quick here.
LaMoure-Litchville-Marion inbounds, catch and release 3. That one off the mark for Peel, and the rebound comes to the Lisbon Broncos. 2-2 the score, inside of 5 to play first quarter. Ball goes out of bounds off the Broncos, and it will be given to LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. The Lobos will go to their bench. Dan LeBon will come into the game. Other substitution, James Sandness will come in. So 2 substitutions for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion in this 2-2 game. Lobos scored first. Broncos answered back. Here comes a jumper. That one rolls in and out for Potts. Rebound goes to the Broncos. Jacob, I think Lisbon's done a great job so far rebounding in this first quarter.
I totally agree, and it's only 2-2 games, so I mean we're starting here slow to start the game.
Broncos with control of the basketball. It is Olsen on the right wing, skips across, finds an open shooter near side to Runk. Runk feeds inside, and the hook shot hesitated for a second for Ryan Adams, but it finds its way through the nets. 4-2, Lisbon takes their first lead of the night as we approach 4 minutes left to play first quarter. Lisbon Broncos basketball on yourliveevent.com out here tonight in Lisbon. Broncos playing their second game of the season. Had Enderlin last night, a tough loss against that good Eagles team. Now looking to get win number 1. LaMoure looking to run their record to 3-0. Potts drives the lane, shot high off the glass, will miss. He is fouled, and I believe Robert Adams will be the guilty party. If it is, that will be his second, team second, and now free throws coming for Corbin Potts for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion.
Potts has started off the game very aggressive. He's taken at least 2 jumpers, and now he's finding his way to the line.
First free throw won't come through. Score stands at 4-2. Delayed start to the season. Not a whole lot of games missed for these two teams as the second free throw comes for Potts. That is in. He gets his 3rd point of the game. Makes it 4-3. Advantage Lisbon Broncos, and Lisbon will make a substitution. Sam Kelson will come onto the court for the first time. Broncos inbound to a full court defense from LaMoure-Litchville-Marion, far side. Runk with the ball, stops on the right wing, comes to the corner, feeds baseline. Coming out of bounds was Kelson. He keeps the ball inbounds and in play. Feeds to Olsen. Olsen drive, kicks beyond the arc, and the 3 is up and in. Parker Runk with the 3, his 5th point of the game, and Lisbon takes their largest lead, 7-3. 3:35 and counting left here in quarter number 1. Potts with the basketball for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion, takes a dribble, comes to the near side. Feed to Ness, back to Potts, dribbles beyond the arc. Lobos unable to find some penetration inside as Potts on the near wing, pump fakes, tries to get free of his defender, will set it to the top of the key. 7 seconds on the shot clock, missed shot for the Lobos, rebound Lisbon Broncos, and Lisbon will bring it up court.
You talked about Lisbon's rebounding really well, and they were just in a 2-3 zone. That's one of the hardest zones to rebound out of.
Lisbon trying to turn that rebound into some points as they turn it over in the lane. It's picked off by Bowman. Lobos will come up court. Bowman to the near wing to Potts. 3 for Potts. Off the iron, rebound picked up by Caden Sweet, and it's Lisbon's basketball. They lead 7-3, 2:44 and counting left in this opening quarter. 3 from the corner, that one off the mark from Kelson. Rebound grabbed around the free throw line, picked up by Sandness for LaMoure. Fed into the lane, and it's going to be 2. The band will hit 2, and it's 7-5 advantage for Lisbon. They have a 2-point advantage as we approach 2 minutes left in this first quarter, and a good heads-up play near quarter. Caden Sweet was trapped, and Jacob threw it right off a pair of Lobos, and will stop some time, but keeps the ball in his team's hands.
And he saves the timeout, too. You don't want to use timeouts early in the quarters.
Near sideline, it's Runk who puts it in bounds at the circle to Sweet. Sweet handles it for the Broncos. They lead 7-5, 2:07 and counting left, first quarter. Has been basketball here on your live event, and it's Potts through the passing lane, the steal, the drive, and the layup.
I think he wanted to throw that down. I think he wanted to.
Well, Potts has the size and the athleticism, but he'll take the layup instead as it is 7-7. We are tied for the second time in this game, and Lisbon struggling with the full court defense that came on the hands of LaMoure-Litchville-Marion, and there's a timeout on the court. 1:48 left to go first quarter. It is Lisbon 7, LaMoure-Litchville-Marion 7. You're watching Lisbon Broncos basketball on yourliveevent.com. Welcome back to quarter number one. It is Lisbon 7, LaMoure-Litchville-Marion 7, a minute 37 left in the first quarter. Class B boys basketball on yourliveevent.com. 3 on the way. That one won't come through for Olsen, and rebound went top of the key and knocked to the ground was Max Muslin, who came into the game for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. We're going to see a foul call. Foul number 3 called against the Lisbon Broncos. Sam Kelson will be called for his first team's third, and LaMoure-Litchville-Marion will bring the ball up court. Tate Martin will handle the basketball, work to the near wing into the hands of Muslin. Muslin up for 3. That one off the iron in the backboard. Rebound two-handed by Caleb Olsen, and it's Lisbon's basketball.
Muslin was playing in the first half of the JV game, and he was firing away with a three-point line, so I'm not surprised to see him firing away here in the varsity game too.
Big 3 from Ronk. That will miss. Put back attempt misses for Olsen. Third chance points for the Broncos won't come through. And the Lobos will get the rebound. Peel has it for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. 7-all the score inside of a minute to go here in this opening quarter. Tied twice. We were tied at 2, tied at 7. The current tie we're sitting on. Martin with the basketball. Tried to go between the circles. Couldn't find room to Muslin near side. Back to the left side. Peel for 3. That's in. Lobos take the lead. 10-7 inside of 30 to play in the first quarter. Lisbon Broncos face full court defense. Caden Sweet, Jacob just throwing off of rhythm right there.
Yeah, it looked like he was getting ready to pass, and then he forgot that he already kind of took a step and then took one more, and it was too much.
So the basketball will go to the Lobos. Field baseline to inbounds. He puts it in play on the right wing. Finds Muslin, who goes top of the key to Martin. 17 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 10-7 LaMoure-Litchville-Marion with the lead. Lobos 2-0 on the season. Lisbon 0-1, played last night, a tough one against Enderlin. That 2-3 zone coming from the Broncos as it's handed off between the circles to Mart. Work to the corner. Muslin up for the shot, off the iron. Rebound to Kelson, but time will expire. Quarter number 1 is in the books. Through one quarter here in Lisbon. It is LaMoure-Litchville-Marion 10, Lisbon Broncos 7. You're watching Lisbon basketball on yourliveevent.com. LaMoure-Litchville-Marion substitution coming. Spencer Kelson will see his first action. He will take some time for Robert Adams. Second shot coming. That is in. Both free throws are on the mark for Colton Ness. 12-7, 5-point lead for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. And Lisbon has struggled with that full court defense from the Lobos as Caden Sweet stops shy of the half court mark. Will feed to Runk. Runk works to the right wing to Jaden Bittner. Bittner seeing his first action coming up here in the second quarter. Bittner gets a pass, thought about the 3, comes to the corner. 3, that will miss for Runk. Rebound picked up on the other block by Colton Ness. Here comes the Lobos leading 12-7, 6:47 to go first half. Potts will handle the basketball, goes to hand it off over to Charlie Bowman. Bowman tries to drive, comes into double coverage, finds Ness. Rather finds Potts, who feeds under the basket, and the layup is good for Anthony Hansen. He gets his first 2 of the game, 14-7, and now LaMoure has doubled up Lisbon.
I'm not sure if that was who he was looking for on that pass, but it ended up finding him anyways.
Yeah, there's just great ball movement from that possession for the Lisbon Broncos and, LaMoure Lobos, and now a foul call is going to come against Charlie Bowman, his first, team's first of the game. Foul situation right now, 4-1 in favor of the Lobos. Ball poked away by LaMoure-Litchville-Marion's Peel, but recovered by the Broncos. A drive to the rim. Layup will roll in and out by Caleb Olsen, who had the hard drive. Lobos with the rebound. It's Potts up court. Potts to the top of the key to Peel to the near side. 3 on the way. That will hit off the end of the iron. It was a missed shot for Hansen. Rebound was grabbed by Potts, and Potts is able to keep it in bounds and set it in motion. Lobos up for 3, and that's good. Peel will get the 3. That is his second 3 of the game, and our score is 17-7. A 10-point lead for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. 5:51 to go first half. We're going to get a timeout. Lisbon Broncos will step aside as well. This is Broncos and Lobos basketball on yourliveevent.com.
Zero maintenance bearings, independent disc technology, oversized pins and bushings allow the Pro-Till to handle whatever field or conditions you can throw at it. Dagelman Industries.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
It is 17-7, LaMoure-Litchville-Marion leading the Lisbon Broncos in quarter number 2. High school basketball on YourLiveEvent.com. Lisbon was down 10-7 at the end of the first quarter. They have yet to score here in quarter 2. Sweet with the basketball will move to Runk on the right wing, and we're going to see a foul call, off-ball foul against the Lobos.
Yeah, the Broncos just off to, the Broncos just off to a slow start here and hoping to maybe find just one shot or get to the line maybe and get something going for the offense.
That was Peel called for his first personal, second team foul. Driving baseline left side, up to shoot was Parker Runk. He will draw the foul, and he'll get a trip to the free throw line, which will be the first of the game for the Lisbon Broncos. Foul will be against Landon Peel. That is now his second, team's third, and we're going to see some movement on the Lobos bench. Lisbon already limited with Robert Adams sitting in foul trouble this early in the game as the first free throw will miss for Parker Runk. Runk has 5 of the 7 for the Lisbon Broncos. LaMoure-Litchville-Marion will set out. Dan LeBon will come into the game. Also coming in, James Sadness, those two coming back in here. They saw some action first quarter. Second free throw misses, picked up at the baseline by Caleb Olson. Olson drives, kicks beyond the arc to the hands of Runk, work to the top of the key into the hands of Bittner. Bittner comes to Caden Sweet, will take a step back towards the timeline. Seeing more aggressive defense coming from the Lobos and their half-court defense as the ball to the corner. Drive and kick for Runk, but he'll turn it over as it's picked up by Bowman and brought up court by LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. Lobos lead 17-7 inside of 5 to go. Quarter number 2 here in Lisbon tonight. Thanks for joining us on YourLiveEvent.com. Bring you more Lisbon athletics as the season continues. Coming up Tuesday night, we'll have wrestling. Lisbon wrestling in action at Central Cass. A triangular with the Squirrels as well as the Grafton Spoilers is driving up for 2. Charlie Bowman misses. Ball out of bounds, and I believe last touch will go to Lisbon. It will, and it's the Lobos basketball substitution for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. They'll bring 3 fresh players in. An advantage that LaMoure-Litchville-Marion has right now is some depth. They rotate 10 or 11, and I think that's helped them keep this momentum right now in the second quarter, leading by 10.
Yeah, and Lisbon only plays about 8 or 9, and they're already eliminated with Adams being in foul trouble.
Inbounded by the Lobos. Tate Mart with the basketball to the left wing, finds Muslin. Muslin passes near side, finds Mart. Mart thought about the shot. He is guarded by Olson, sets it in motion, comes left side to Muslin. Muslin on a dribble, top of the key to Mart. Mart now near side, Sadness with the basketball. Shot clock at 12 seconds for the Lobos. They're starting to feel some pressure as time is not on their side here this possession. A drive for Bowman, kicks left side, 3 off the mark for Mart. Rebound, Lobos. LaMoure-Litchville-Marion keeps control of the basketball with a fresh shot clock. Inside of 4 to play in quarter number 2, 17 Litchville-Marion leads. They have kept Lisbon off the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. Ball handled by Mart. Patience at the top of the key for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. Jacob in the zone. Lobos have been very patient, and as I say that, a missed shot from Sadness and a rebound goes for Lisbon to Runk.
As we talked earlier, LaMoure wanted to get running, but now the 2-3 zone has slowed them down and slowed down their scoring, but they're still getting points up.
Nice feed inside, shot off the side of the iron for Kelson. We're going to get a whistle and a foul call. Lisbon will take a trip to the free throw line. So foul will be against Bowman, his first, team's 4th to the free throw line, Spencer Kelson. Kelson's first free throw will miss. Lisbon is 0 for 3 as a team from the line in a game that they're down by 10, 17-7, and you can't afford to leave points on the floor. As the second free throw, that's in. Kelson gets his first point, 17-8. That ends the scoring drought for Lisbon. They trail by 9 as we approach 3 minutes left in this quarter.
If you're Lisbon having to see the ball go through the bucket, it's going to be encouraging for them going forward.
LaMoure-Litchville-Marion with the basketball. It is Mart on the right wing. Mart trying to get free of Olsen. Will swing left side to Sadness. Sadness into the hands of Muslin. Back near side to Mart. Mart on a drive from the post. Shoots off the backboard. He is knocked out and fouled. I believe it will be Spencer Kelson. Yep, Kelson, his first, team's 5th. And as we get closer to the end of this first half, the foul numbers keep creeping up for Lisbon.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, they're already limited on how many people they play, and Adam in foul trouble, and they just need to settle down a little bit and play some better defense.
To the line, Tate Mart. We're going to get a stop from the officials.
I believe we had a bloody nose.
Well, it'll take a few extra minutes here. Cale Hamry going to the scorers table to get a wipe to clean, hands it to the other official. Hamry, the principal of Enderlin High School. His team Lisbon last night. And that traditional rivalry matchup, traveling trophy, will stay in Enderlin with the Eagles. So a timeout here to make do some maintenance on the court, and looks like we're ready to go. So back to the free throw line. Tate Mart will shoot 2 for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. They lead this one 17-8, 2:48 left to play first half. Lobos 2-0 start the season. Broncos 0-1 as the first free throw for Mart is in. 18-8, a 10-point lead again for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. Back in Corbin Potts, also back in Colton Ness. Ness and Potts, 2 big parts of their offense, and 2 guys who are able to come back in well rested with 2:48 left before the half.
Yeah, we're going to want some good energy here. And we're probably going to want to try and push it up to about a 20-point lead here if they can with 3 minutes to go.
Potts hits the second free throw. 19-8, 11-point lead, LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. Lobos take their largest lead of the game. That is at 11. We've been tied twice. When it was tied at 7, it's really been the Lobos who have taken over. It's a 12-1 scoring run coming from that last tie back in quarter number 1.
And it looks like the Lobos dropped into a 1-3-1 zone. I think they've been in it for a little bit, and it's really kind of confused the Broncos as to what they're going to do with their offense.
Runk misses a 3. Rebound comes into the hands of Bowman for the Lobos. LaMoure-Litchville-Marion with the basketball near wing. Potts held up on the block. Now takes a shot off the heel of the basket. Rebound right into the hands of Jaden Bittner. He'll weave through the defense and settles it down for Lisbon. Lisbon has 27 seconds on the shot clock. We're approaching 2 minutes left in the first half. Lisbon down by 11, their largest deficit of the game. Sweet near the top of the key, feeds free throw line. Olsen turns to shoot, saw the defensive pressure, hesitates, and then rifled the pass to Parker Runk, and Runk was not on the same page as it goes out of bounds. Lobos basketball, they'll get it with 1:52 left second quarter. New 35-second shot clock down 19-8.
And Lisbon just looks rushed the whole time they're on offense. They just need to slow it down and just try and get some good looks.
Muslin left wing, puts up for 3, he gets it. Max Muslin, the freshman, hits the 3. 22-18, a 14-point lead for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. Under 90 seconds left second quarter. Broncos handle the basketball. It is Potts. Comes to Muslin. Back to the right side, Potts. Potts to the corner, finds an open Runk. Runk skips to the top of the key to Bittner. Bittner right side comes to Sweet. To the corner into the hands of Runk. Runk gives it a look, back to Sweet as we approach a minute left before the half. Contested 3, that will miss for Runk. Rebound to the Broncos. Lisbon keeps control. Sweet from the top of the key. To the right side, Runk. To the corner, 3, that's good. Caleb Olsen hits the 3. 22-11, LaMoure still doubling up Lisbon. 45 seconds and counting left in this second quarter.
That's a big 3 from the big man. They needed that going forward here.
3 at the other end for Charlie Bowman. And Charlie Bowman will answer back. That is his first points of the game. 14-point lead back into the hands of the Lobos. Feed to the lane, up to shoot. Shot was blocked. Olsen shot attempt blocked. Rebound picked up. Bittner for two. He will miss. And there's an offensive foul call. I think it will be against Caleb Olsen. No, it will be against Spencer Kelson, his second. So now he's got 2 fouls. Robert Adams for Lisbon has 2 fouls. We have 19.9 left to play before halftime. Some foul troubles right now for the Lisbon Broncos, down 25-11. Ball inbounded to Charlie Bowman. Bowman across half court on the right of the Broncos logo center court. He'll take a look inside, and Lisbon right now, it's just trying to not allow any more points going into the locker room. Ball at the hands of Potts. Potts can't find room to drive. Ball to the corner, and a 3 is in for Muslin, and that is how the half will end. Through one half of play, LaMoure-Litchville-Marion 28, Lisbon 11. First half numbers coming your way next. This is high school boys basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 43,000 participants here in North Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Do you feel like there's never enough time to get everything done before planting? The window for spring work is quick and unforgiving. Give yourself the upper hand with the ProTill's high-speed disc. More and more farmers agree the ProTill is the right tool for spring field conditions and heavy residue management. Zero maintenance bearings, independent disc technology, oversized pins and bushings allow the ProTill to handle whatever field or conditions you can throw at it. Dagelman Industries.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Wallach Johnson Insurance has a team of experienced professionals who are highly knowledgeable and ready to answer your questions about finding the best insurance coverage for you. As an independent insurance agency, they have access to many highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Free quotes started today with Wallach Johnson Insurance at nd-insure.com. Call or text 888-683-5253 or stop by one of their offices in Lisbon, Rutland, and Gwinner. Wallach Johnson Insurance, insuring the area since 1981.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 43,000 participants here in North Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
They just need to slow down and let the offense come to them.
28-11 the score. LaMoure-Litchville-Marion leading Lisbon here in boys basketball. We'll step aside again here on our halftime report. We'll come back to get your first half numbers here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Do you feel like there's never enough time to get everything done before planting? The window for spring work is quick and unforgiving. Give yourself the upper hand with the ProTill High Performance High Speed Disc. More and more farmers agree the ProTill is the right tool for Springfield conditions and heavy residue management. Zero maintenance bearings, independent disc technology, oversized pins and bushings allow the ProTill to handle whatever field or conditions you can throw at it. Dagelman Industries.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially, be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 43,000 participants here in North Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
CNC Suds and Spirits halftime here in Lisbon. The Lisbon Broncos trailing LaMoure-Litchville-Marion by a score of 28-11. Let's get our first half numbers. We'll start for the Lobos. It is Charlie Bowman. He's got 3 points off of 3. Corbin Potts, 5 points to his name. Colton Ness, 2 points. Anthony Hansen, 2 points. Coming for Landon Peel, so all 5 starters had contributed in the score column. Dane Labonte, 2 points to his name off the bench. A back-to-back threes for Max Muslin, the freshman. 6 points to his name, while Tate Bart, 2 points coming from the free throw line. 5 threes in the first half for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. They are 1 for 2 from the free throw line. For the Lisbon Broncos, it is Parker Runk, their lead scorer, with 5 points. Robert Adams with 2. Caleb Olson with 3. Spencer Kelson with the point. Lisbon, 2 threes in the first half, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. The foul situation, LaMoure-Litchville-Marion with 5 fouls. Only one player in their lineup with multiple fouls, and that would be Landon Peel. Besides that, the other 2 fouls belong to 2 separate players. For Lisbon, we had mentioned some foul troubles. Robert Adams, 3 fouls. Spencer Kelson, 2 fouls. Sam Kelson with the foul. So 6 fouls divided amongst 3 players. That is something Coach Mark will have to look at when we come into the second half of this game. 28-11 the lead for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion here on this Saturday night. Don't forget, Tuesday we'll have Lisbon, our first broadcast of that on your live event. It is Lisbon at Central Cass, taking on the Squirrels and the Grafton Spoilers. It'll be a triangular. We'll have that coming your way on Tuesday night. So Jacob, we talked about off air that the score doesn't really feel like how this game has gone, and then you look at the numbers, those 5 threes compared to 2 threes. That's 9 points coming off long-range shooting, and LaMoure has been really patient with that zone defense against Lisbon.
Yeah, and those 9 points, if you take that away, it's only an 8-point game. And, I mean, even now it's still very, very much a game, and Lisbon can easily make their way back into it. But if you take away those threes, then it's an even closer game.
Both teams coming out here ready to play. 28-11 advantage for the LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. LaMoure-Litchville-Marion, after tonight's matchup, they will find themselves with a game against Maple Valley on Tuesday nights. For the Lisbon Broncos, after tonight, they will have Sargent Central at home Tuesday nights. So Lisbon will play another Region 1 matchup. But for Lisbon to play against Enderlin, a very good Enderlin team last night, and then to play against the LaMoure-Litchville-Marion team on back nights. But that's about the point we're going to get to this season when after we get through the holiday break, it will be games just about every other night. Second half underway. It's Lisbon Broncos with the basketball, handled by Parker Runk. Runk, 5 points, lead scorers for the Broncos, who trail right now by 17. Ball left wing, Runk drives to the rim, up to shoot. Shot is blocked. A block shot coming for Corbin Potts, and he will lead the drive the other way for the Lobos.
It was a great block. It was very athletic play by Potts.
And a feed across the lane. Colton Ness will put in 2 more. Second half scoring opened up by the Lobos, 30-11, a 19-point lead, their largest of the game. Full court defense on by Lisbon, or by LaMoure. That is something Jacob Lisbon has struggled with on the night, is to try to get clean runs on offense.
Yeah, they've turned the ball over a couple times off that press, and it's allowed Lobos to get a couple more looks.
Caleb Olson missed the long 3. Lobos the rebound, pass inside, knocked down by Caleb Olson, but goes out of bounds.
I think it hit somebody's shoe. Not sure whose, but they're giving it to the Lobos.
LaMoure-Litchville-Marion will bring the ball up court. The Lobos undefeated this year so far. They have not played in their district or their region, and the Lobos will turn it over as Colton Ness try to put a pass to Anthony Hansen, and came off of Hansen's shoulder out of play. Lobos, their deep rotation, they'll put 3 players in. Carter Bowman will step out on the court. Dane LeBon will come into the game. And also coming in is James Sadness, and that's about the set rotation of those 3. They have come in at the same time. All occasions they have checked into the game. Lisbon almost turns the ball over. Robert Adams able to keep control. Adams able to feed across to Runk, to the corner to Olson. Olson skips left side to Runk, comes to the corner to Olson. Olson drives, layup off the iron for Caleb Olson. Rebound, LaMoure.
Good move by Olson, just couldn't finish it.
Drive for Corbin Potts, and Potts is tied up by Caden Sweet, and they're going to call a held ball, and I believe that will go to the Lobos. And LaMoure-Litchville-Marion will keep the basketball, and that is the first we've seen. It's been a clean game. We have not seen a held ball. That will be the first, as at the baseline stands Bowman. Bowman 2 hands to the right wing, finds Potts. Potts on the drive, spins, looks for help. Layup will miss. He couldn't finish at the basket. Caleb Olson the rebound, and a foul called against Potts.
Yeah, Potts got a good look at it, and I think it was more of a frustration foul right there after missing the layup.
33-13 LaMoure, 20-point advantage, their largest of the game. Under 5 to go, third quarter. Broncos playing at home for the first time, and through the passing lane, Bowman, the steal, layup, and it is blocked as Parker Runk comes back on defense. Caden Sweet will pick up the garbage as the ball is brought up court. Olson to the corner, and he misses the 3, but the layup is in for Caleb Olson. Good play all around for Lisbon. The Broncos trail, though, 33-15. 4 minutes, 25 seconds and counting left in the third quarter.
Rodney Olson will say after the game that was a pass, not a shot.
Shot on defense, great job on offense to finish that, as a missed shot comes from the top of the key from Sadness. Long rebound, trapped in the corner by Caden Sweet, and that was Corbin Potts trying to clear the ball away from the Lisbon rebounding, but instead makes it a turnover as third chance points go in again. Caleb Olson. Olson's presence was missed in the second quarter. He's got 7 in the game, 33-17. LaMoure's lead, under 4 to play, quarter number 3 here tonight in Lisbon.
Lisbon in the last little 2-minute stretch here has looked like a completely different team. They have a lot more energy than they have this whole game.
Bowman held up on the near post to the top of the key. LeBon to the right side, finds Corbin Potts. Potts drives, pulls up for the shot, off the heel of the basket. Rebound, Parker Runk. Runk will feed to Caden Sweet. Sweet near wing, and he's called for a travel, and he knew it. And
a little backcourt violation if he would have passed it too, so.
I think just a little overzealous on offense. I think you're right, though. Lisbon is feeling some momentum right now, and that is kind of played a little bit with the head. You get a little jumpy, a little nervy, but they're feeling some momentum. They ups and finish at the other end. They could erase this 33-17 deficit. 3:20 to go, third quarter. Ball top of the key, Muslin to the right wing. Into the hands of Tate Mart. Mart coming in off the bench. Ball fed to the corner to Ness under the basket as Ness finds open Anthony Hansen. 2 for Hansen. That is 7 this quarter for LaMoure, 35-17. Lobos advantage. Driving for Lisbon is Olson. Olson to the corner. Rodney Olson, nice move, up for 2, hits far iron. Rebound lands between a bunch of white and black, and they're going to call a foul against the Lobos. No, they're going to call a held ball, and it will go to Lisbon. Some good physical play under the basket. Gives Lisbon the basketball. Long inbound pass almost taken away, but Sweet will get it. Sweet to the corner to Olsen to the post. Turning, shooting, missing the shot. Adams, rebound, LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. Here comes the Lobos up court. Feed to the post and mishandled by Colton Ness. And that goes out of play. Lisbon's basketball 2:31 to be exact here in the third quarter. 35-17 lead to the LaMoure Lobos, and a double dribble called against Parker Runk. Runk was held up by Hansen, and I think he kind of looked past the defender or thought about his next move before getting past the defender.
Yeah, I think he did. And that little run that Lisbon had has all kind of just gone away after they've turned the ball over 3-4 times in the last couple of possessions.
LaMoure with the basketball. Mart on the right wing will come towards the corner. Finds Landon Peel. Peel inside to Ness. Ness dribbled out, almost lost it, but keeps it in his hands as he comes to the post to Peel. And Peel will turn it over. And we're going to get a whistle as Caleb Olsen went out of bounds. It is out of bounds, last touch Lisbon, so it's LaMoure's basketball. 2:05 on our scoreboard here in the third quarter, 35-17. You're watching Lisbon Broncos, LaMoure-Litchville-Marion Lobos basketball on yourliveevent.com. A drive for Ness, kicks beyond the arc, works it back to the near side, winds up near the top of the key to Adams. Adams, nice move, sheds his defender, can't finish the shot. Rebound right into the hands of Max Muslin for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. Lobos handle the basketball. Pass to the right wing, Hansen. Hansen up for the jumper, misses in and out. Parker Runk with the basketball.
Ref almost got his head taken off there.
Well, it's been a very physical game all around, so maybe the officials in the mix. As ball comes to Olsen, and he dials up the three. Lisbon down by 18, 30-20. Under 60 seconds left. Quarter number 3 here tonight in Lisbon. Our first broadcast of the season here at Lisbon High School on yourliveevent.com. Tuesday night coming up, Lisbon wrestling against Central Cass and Crafton at Central Cass, as driving the lane and putting it up and in. It's Tate Mart. Mart has 4 off the bench, 40-20. LaMoure has been with 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Lisbon Broncos with the basketball. Driving the lane, up for 2, and putting it in is Robert Adams. 6 for Adams. Make that 8 for Adams. 40-22. Lisbon down, 15 seconds left in the quarter, and LaMoure is just going to hold on to run out quarter 3. Ball handled by Peel. Now they'll find an open shooter inside to Muslin. It was taken away by Lisbon, but the Broncos put it out of bounds as Parker Runk was trying to keep it in bounds. Instead, blows it by his teammates. 4.7 left in the third quarter.
Some good defense out of Lisbon there. Just couldn't quite get away with the turnover there.
Substitution coming for Lisbon. Spencer Kelson will come in, checking out Robert Adams. Adams has been sitting on 3 fouls since quarter number 2, and he has made up for lost time. He has scored 6 here in the second half. Inbound pass will come to Muslin, work to the left side, shot off in time, and just misses for Tate Mart as we are 3/4 of the way into this one. It is LaMoure-Litchville-Marion 40, Lisbon 20. Back with the final quarter, and we return. This is high school boys basketball on yourliveevent.com.
Do you feel like there's never enough time to get everything done before planting? The window for spring work is quick and unforgiving. Give yourself the upper hand with the ProTill High Performance High Speed Disc. More and more farmers agree the ProTill is the right tool for springfield conditions and heavy residue management. Zero maintenance bearings, independent disc technology, oversized pins and bushings allow the ProTill to handle whatever field or conditions you can throw at it. Dagelman Industries.
8 minutes back up on the scoreboard. Quarter number, Phil-Marion 40, Lisbon 22. It is high school boys basketball on yourliveevent.com. LaMoure with the basketball. It will be worked to the corner. LeBon up for the shot. Rebound batted around into the hands of Caleb Olson for the Lisbon Broncos. Olson comes to Runk. Runk finds an open Sweet. Sweet for the jumper. He'll miss. Rebound tipped into the hands of Charlie Bowman for the undefeated Lobos, who sit at 2-0 on the season, trying to make it 3-0 as we have under 7.5 to go in the fourth quarter here in Lisbon. It is Potts to the left side, finds Bowman. Bowman dribbles along the arc, finds Potts. Potts for three, long shot, misses. Rebound, Robert Adams. And Adams comes to Caden Sweet for the Lisbon Broncos. Sweet at the Broncos logo center court, goes left side to Runk. Feeds into the post, turning and missing the jumper is Robert Adams. It is picked up by Corbin Potts. Potts looks for help, comes to Bowman. Worked over to the left side, Sadness. Sadness has seen some minutes off the bench for LaMoure. Inside of 20 on the shot clock for the Lobos. In the corner is Potts. Potts dribbles, shoots, passes. I don't know if LeBan was exactly ready for that pass, but the ball stays in the hands of the Lobos. Picked up by Sadness, 5 on the shot clock. Now driving Potts, turns, shoots, hits iron, avoids a shot clock violation, but will give the ball to Lisbon. Caden Sweet will handle the basketball. Sweet to Olson, feed towards the baseline, and he finds Robert Adams for two. That is 10 for Adams, 8 coming in the second half, 40-24. LaMoure's lead at 16. 6:05 and counting left. We are in the fourth quarter.
I know Lisbon's down 16, but the presence of Adams on the offensive end has really brought a new element to their offensive game.
Adams got 3 fouls in the second quarter. He missed really the entire second quarter, about the final 6 minutes. He had to sit on the bench to save him for late in this game. He has not fouled since then, as a contested three will be missed by Bowman. Rebound picked up by Sadness and kept in control of LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. They have 27 on the shot clock. To the top of the key, Sadness goes right side, Corbin Potts. Potts able to find Bowman. Bowman up for three. That is his second three of the game. 43-24, LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. Lisbon works the basketball. Feed comes to Adams. Adams will lose it in the paint. Corbin Potts picks it up. Fast break for the Lobos. Potts drives, will miss the shot, gets fouled. Corbin Potts will get 2 free throws for the Lobos. We'll see who the foul comes against for Lisbon. Foul against Caden Sweet. Sweet's first, team's first of the half. Relatively foul-less second half of the game. Potts, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. The junior's first one's good. His 6th point of the game makes it 44-24. LaMoure, a 20-point lead against Lisbon, and now we're seeing some changes of personnel coming for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. Potts squares up for the second free throw. That's good. 45-24 the score. Potts will check out. Taking the lineup will be Colton Ness.
One of the dangerous things about the Lobos is they don't have one scorer, one main guy on offense. They have a couple of guys who are going to get points here and there. So it's really hard to defend that for Lisbon.
And that has been really how their first 2 games have gone, as driving is Parker Runk. Runk will hit the 2, 45-26 the score. LaMoure's lead, 4:44 and counting left in this game. Ball comes to the corner, Muslin. Muslin feeds to the post, finds Ness, and it's taken away by Caden Sweet. Sweet the steal, works to the near side, shovels a pass to Rodney Olson Olson to the free throw line, into the hands of Adams, who hits 2. 45-28, LaMoure-Litchville-Marion's advantage, but Lisbon has shown some energy here in the second half. Adams through the passing lane, the steal for the Broncos. Stops at the left elbow, looks for help, comes to Olson, to Sweet in the corner. Sweet gets closed in quick by Ness. He will set it in motion, and a backdoor pass comes to Caleb Olson, who finishes with the layup. 45-30, Lisbon within 15, 4:03 left to play fourth quarter. Timeout on the court. We'll step aside as well. It's high school basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 43,000 participants here in North Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
4:03 left to play in this one. It's LaMoure 45, Lisbon 30. The Broncos have had a strong showing here late in this one at home, their home opener. Lobos with the basketball on the left side. LeBon will go top of the key, finds Bowman to the right side. Sadness. Work back to the corner. LeBon will have it closed in quick by Robert Adams. Adams will step up on defense. Bowman gets the pass, will miss the layup. Rebound controlled by the Lobos. They did not get iron. So Corbin Potts looks at the score or at the shot clock, drives, misses the shot. Rebound Caleb Olson, and Lisbon has the basketball under 3.5 to play. Broncos 0-1 on the year. Lobos have won their first two out of the gates. Right wing, Roddy Olson pulls up, jumper, airballed, grabbed at the baseline by Runk. Runk will find Olson back to the circle to Caden Sweet.
And Lisbon needs to go a little bit faster than what they are right now if they want to get back into this.
And a drive, Robert Adams will turn and hit two, 45-32. Lisbon down by 13, under 3 left to play. You can start stringing together a run here. They have some time for a bit down by as much as 22.
Yeah, just a little bit of spark is all they really need, and they've had it so far. If they can keep it going, they can get back into this game.
Potts will go to the right wing. Sadness between the circles will feed to Bowman. Back into the hands of Potts. Potts drives to shoot, gets fouled. That comes against Caleb Olson, his first, team second of the half.
Good aggressive drive out of Potts, and it's something that the Lobos need. They just need to slow down and get maybe some free throws like they have now, or just get a little more points on the board to kind of calm Lisbon down on their little run they're having now.
Potts will miss the first free throw. In for the Lobos will be Landon Peel. Also joining him will be Colton Ness. Almost feel like a little bit more size coming out here for the Lobos late in this game. They lead by 13. 2:31 left to play in the game, but I think they're going to try to go more lockdown defense, and that size is to combat the rebounding of Lisbon, as the second free throw will land for Corbin Potts. 8 for Potts, 46-32. Lisbon down by 14, under 2.5 to play.
And smart on the Lobos to press, which will slow Lisbon down so they don't have as much make that run that they need.
Caden Sweet on the left wing will come to the circle to Runk. Wyatt Runk. Ball into the hands of Adams. Rather, Parker Runk will come to Sweet. Back to Parker Runk. Contested three. That one's airballed. Pulled out of the air by Peel. And it's the Lobos basketball under 2 to play. LaMoure-Litchville-Marion leads 46-32. And here's a situation where they're going to be extra patient on their attack on this zone defense because time is on their side.
Exactly.
The more seconds they burn off, the better chance they have. And a foul comes against Caleb Olson. And I think Olson took a slight misstep. He kind of hobbled around a second. I think he took a misstep and felt a little discomfort, and that's what caused him to reach out and commit that foul.
Yeah, he's struggling with something there. He's in a little bit of pain, and he just jumped up, and yeah, he's really hobbling around there right now.
And I think Lisbon's going to have to make a change of personnel with 90 seconds left. 46-32, LaMoure's lead. Pass in the lane, pass tip by Parker Runk. Rebound recovered by Bowman. He misses 3. Ball grabbed at the baseline. A struggle for the ball and a held ball. And possession arrow is in favor of Lisbon. And now the Broncos, I think, will try to make that change. Well, Caleb Olson will stay in.
And Runk now, too, is hobbling around a little bit.
1:24 left in the fourth quarter, 46-32, LaMoure-Litchville-Marion's lead. Robert Adams with the basketball, drops it back at half court to Caden Sweet. Work to the near side, Runk to the corner, Roddy Olson. He will feed to Runk to the left side, Sweet in the lane. Layup a little too high for Caleb Olson. Rebound, Lobos as we approach a minute left to play in the game. It is Bowman feeds to the corner to Potts. Potts on the block. Ness turns, can't find room. Feeds it back, top of the key comes to Bowman. There's 20 on the shot clock and about 50 seconds left in the game. Driving, missing the shot. Peel, rebound out of bounds. Lobos basketball 47.3. It is all that is left in this game here on this Saturday night. Substitution for Lisbon. Sam Kelson will come back into the game. He will spell Caleb Olson. Inbound for the Lobos. And they'll take a look at that shot clock and the game clock. They know where they sit time-wise. Landon Peel with the basketball between the circles. Right wing to Potts. 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Lobos. They're more concerned about running down that game clock as a feed comes to Max Muslin. Great feed from Potts. 8 for Muslin off the bench. 48-32 the score. 19 seconds left in the game.
That was just a great possession. Took time off the clock and had a beautiful look at a layup there.
Roddy Olson for 3, rolls in and out. Rebound grab by Potts. And Potts will look at the clock, and when that hits 0, the Lobos will have a 3-0 start to their season. And 2 seconds left, 1 second. This one is a final tonight in Lisbon. It is LaMoure-Litchville-Marion 48, Lisbon Broncos 32. A 3-0 start for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. Lisbon starts their year 0-2. We'll get you a breakdown of tonight's game and some final stats coming up in our post-game show. You're watching basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Do you feel like there's never enough time to get everything done before planting? The window for spring work is quick and unforgiving. Give yourself the upper hand with the ProTill High Performance High Speed Disc. More and more farmers agree the ProTill is the right tool for springfield conditions and heavy residue management. Zero maintenance bearings, independent disc technology, oversized pins and bushings allow the ProTill to handle whatever field or conditions you can throw at it. Dagelman Industries.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Wallach team of experienced professionals who are highly knowledgeable and ready to answer your questions about finding the best insurance coverage for you. As an independent insurance agency, they have access to many highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Get your free quote started today with Wallach Johnson Insurance at nd-insurer.com. Call or text 888-683-5253 or stop by one of their offices in Lisbon, Rutland, and Gwinner. Wallach Johnson Insurance, insuring the area since 1981.
Welcome back to Lisbon High School. Our final score here in boys basketball, and it was the Lisbon Broncos falling to LaMoure-Litchville-Marion 48-32. A strong second half for Lisbon. They were down 28-11 at the half, and they outscored LaMoure in the second half, but just could not make up those lost points in the first half. And Jacob, I think Robert Adams, who missed some time with foul trouble, really sparked this Lisbon team.
Yeah, he kind of was the focal point of the whole offense. He had 14 points, I believe, and most of that came in the second half. And he just getting post touches and either dishing it in and him kicking it out or him going up for a shot. And I think a couple of rebounds came off of him getting some touches too.
Now, LaMoure-Litchville-Marion will improve to 3-0 on their 2020-2021 season. Lobos, again, will be in action early next week. Both of these teams not taking a lot of time between contests. Again, most schools aren't this season. LaMoure-Litchville-Marion now 3-0 on the year will play again Tuesday against Maple Valley in Buffalo. They'll continue their non-region schedule against pretty much all Region 1 opponents. Well, Lisbon will play a Region 1 matchup Tuesday against Sargent County. Our final numbers from tonight's game, the lead scorer for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion came from Landon Peel. He had 12 points, all coming via the 8 threes tonight for LaMoure-Litchville-Marion. That was also a difference maker in the contest. And then 3 contributing 8 points. Corbin Potts had 8 points. Max Muslin had 8 points, and Tate Mart had 8 points. 3 points coming for Charlie Bowman. It was Colton Ness with 4, Anthony Hansen with 4, while 2 points being contributed by Dane Laban for the LaMoure-Litchville-Marion Lobos. 14 points, Adams. Parker Runk had 7, Caleb Olson had 7, Rodney Olson had 3, Spencer Kelson had a point in the contest for the Lisbon Broncos, who fall to 0-2 on this young season. Well, coming up Tuesday night, we'll have another Lisbon broadcast here on your live event as the Lisbon Broncos wrestling team on the road at Central Cass. They will take on the Squirrels and the Grafton Spoilers in a triangular. We'll have all that coming your way here on Tuesday night on yourliveevent.com. That will do it for our broadcast here tonight in Lisbon. Again, our final score, LaMoure-Litchville-Marion 48, Lisbon 32. This has been boys basketball on yourliveevent.com.